What if you took an innocent game like The Sims and put it into the unhinged universe of MDickie games? As a doctor, it would be your job to make sure patients left with more injuries than they came in with. A game where most days at the construction site turn into tables, ladders, and chairs matches. It wouldn't take Gordon Ramsay to turn the cafeteria into Hell's Kitchen. And it's not a normal day at the office until you're bloodied up and getting Hulk slammed through desks. A MDickie life sim game wouldn't be too far off from real life, clearly. But if you think you'll make it big and get rich, you may just be in for a reality check. When you start the game, you'll create your character and begin your story. It's your choice to either start as a citizen or officer, or start in prison and let the inmates give you a warm welcome to the city. Like an animal being released from the zoo into the wild, you'll head into the real world after serving your sentence. Taking care of your health will be a main priority, so it's probably best to start a fight with everyone you meet. Your mental health is just as important. You can manage it through healthy habits like smoking cigarettes and chugging beers. Staying fed is the key to survival, which means eating all the raw flesh you can find. It can benefit you to hit the gym and get in shape the natural way, through exercise and steroids. It's good to have some cash on hand, mainly for when the government comes to tax you for everything you earn. Getting money is as easy as blowing instruments in people's ears until they cough up some cash. You can live out your dreams of becoming a rock star by performing for spare change at the bar in front of 3 people. An instrument can be a positive investment, serving as both a moneymaker and a murder weapon. Alternatively, you can become a delivery driver, bringing goods like groceries to civilians in a timely manner to claim that fat $2 payout. This can also be a good way to get a free meal if you're quick enough. There are 5 companies to work for that can help put a few more crumbs on the table. Apply to jobs until someone hires you. Keep trying, and eventually, someone desperate enough will give you a chance. After getting fresh in your work gear, you can head to the job site. During a workday, you'll perform tasks and work towards raises and promotions. Depending on your performance, you'll likely end up promoted, fired, or assaulted. You'll see a paycheck at the end of the day if you can survive long enough. There's plenty to spend your checks on. Everything from motels to mansions is available for rent. If you can't afford your own home, you could always just break into someone else's. Furniture is also available. There's no better purchase than a $10,000 TV you'll never watch. Roaming around the city has a lot to offer. Grab a cold brew at the bar, blow your paycheck at the mall, or maybe run into a doctor and get that plastic surgery you desperately need. With a fully populated city, managing relationships will play a big role. Settle down with a spouse and raise a kid who looks old enough to be your stepdad. World events will reach you through word of mouth. You'll be the first to know the good news about any price increases and whenever a new pandemic hits the streets. Personal events will affect you too. Your boss may one day get tired of you after deciding that you're simply not cool enough. Kids might eventually turn into walking bills, and your spouse might become extra friendly with other civilians. The way you handle events like these will determine your destiny. Committing crimes will give you front row seats in front of a judge. Getting convicted will have you sent back to your second home at the prison. Sentences can range from a few days to a life sentence, or even the death penalty, even for something as small as serial murder. After receiving your sentence, you can either serve your hard time or plot to escape to the outside so you can start the cycle over again. A life sim game is one of, if not the most requested games from MDickie fans. It can be hard to make a fun simulation of something mundane as everyday life, but when done right, the results can be interesting. All you need is the combination of MDickie-style violence and gore, paired with the cracked-out NPCs, and you've got a good recipe cooked up. As Matt continues to deliver quality games either loved or hated, it would be cool to see a modern survival iteration. As always, thanks for watching. And to see what life as a criminal would be like, you could check that out here.